All right. I want to talk about something very serious.
Oh, yeah.
I am deeply offended. And I'm going to start this segment by saying one thing. I could be watching a movie, right? And it's an action movie, maybe a James Bond film. And, the action hero pulls out his gun and just shoots a bunch of dudes. And they die. I feel nothing. But that scene when the dog gets hit by a car, then I'm like, ah!
John Wick.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like John Wick just went around slaughtering people. And you're just like, yeah,
really.
you get him. Why? Because they killed his dog.
That's right.
From The Independent, Bidens have given away dog Major to family friends after biting incidents. First family of the United States is rehoming their dog, citing that it would be safest for Major. Yo, that's some dark stuff. Like, I get it. Sometimes people have to do stuff like this. But the reality is they use the dog as a prop. Joe Biden's got a strong dog. And then the dog bites people and they're like, get rid of him quick.
Yeah, I tweeted about this. Like, if you don't have time to raise a dog properly, you shouldn't be getting more dogs. And to give one away, I mean, that probably breaks the heart of the dog. That totally is just disrespectful, nasty, irresponsible behavior. And if you have a dog that's troubled, you have to train them. Again, I'm a dog owner. I also have German Shepherds. German Shepherds are the second leading breed of dog that are related to attacks. When you have a dog like that, it's like having a gun. When you have a gun, you need to be responsible for it. You need to learn how to use it. You need to make sure that you're not going to hurt anyone else with that. I took, my dog parenting very seriously. I train my dog. I run my dog almost every single day. You have to, because they're creatures that deserve all of your time. And if you're a bureaucrat that clearly, one, is not right up there, not all there, health-wise, you think you're going to have another dog that you're going to be responsible for? Of course that other dog's going to be biting more people.
But they got another dog.
That's crazy.
They just replaced it for a new dog named
for a new puppy, yeah.
I don't believe for a minute that this dog was rehomed. I think this is pure propaganda. I have no facts to back this claim up, but what I think is that dog took one look at 90-year-old Joe Biden chasing him out of the shower, and he ran and never came back.
I think
remember that story, right?
I remember that. Yeah. He slipped in the shower or whatever. The dog
that dog was out of there. He was just like, I don't need this. I don't need this. They got plenty of years ahead of me.
Dogs can smell seizures before they happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Dogs can smell cancer.
It's a lab test.
What if dogs can smell evil?
They can. Sure
And like Joe Biden is in the conservatory or whatever they have in the White House, and like the dogs in the corner like snarling, and Joe Biden's like, stop snarling. We have to do a photo shoot, and the dog's like, and then they're like, get rid of him. And so they bring in this puppy, and the puppy's too confused and doofy to understand that he's the odor coming off him is evil, pure evil.
Quite possible.
I can see that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yep.
I heard that dogs can smell if you've eaten dog.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I had heard that.
I have rumors about that. I haven't heard if that's true, but they're extremely intuitive. They're extremely smart, especially German Shepherds. They know what's going on. And if you don't raise them right, they could be some of the worst dogs that you could ever have. And they have a tendency to lash out and be angry, especially when you don't pay attention to them, especially if you don't give them a lot of time. And to see these kind of dogs use this props and to just be thrown away, it's sick and disgusting, irresponsible behavior. And I wouldn't expect anything else from the federal government.
They get a fake dog so they can be like, look, we got a dog.
Look how cute
now
the puppy is.
They got a new dog named Commander or whatever, which is another German Shepherd, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
Yep, the same kind of dog.
Yo, German Shepherds need training.
Yep.
A lot of training
Yeah.
and a lot of exercise. I have a German Shepherd. I love my German Shepherd.
Aren't they
She's
like the
absolutely great.
closest breed to wolves or something?
Yes.
I was reading about
Yes.
that. So for Joe Biden to be like, we want a prop dog, and they probably had a consultant come in and be like, now German Shepherds, they test very, very well in their pulse. So you can either go with a Husky or a German Shepherd. Don't do the Labradoodle. And they're like, we'll go with the German Shepherd. And he's like, well, now German Shepherds require a lot of training. And Joe Biden's like,
yeah.
You want to look tough. That's why you want to have
That's
a
right.
German Shepherd,
It's
and it's great marketing. But again, a huge responsibility, and there's so much training to go into.
Trump
them.
should get a Labradoodle.
Pug, I think.
Yeah, pug.
More fitted.
Yeah.
Pugs also
Pug is
great
marketing.
dogs.
What if Trump just had like two massive pit bulls with him all the time? Like just super huge, and they walk to his left and his right, and they're just like, "Rah." That'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be
Like
great.
the gold chain collar.
Yeah.
The Babylon Bee had a great headline saying the Bidens are going to name their dog Carl Barks, which is right on the the money
Carl
there.
Barks.
But disappointed to see so many dogs just kind of thrown away, and it's bad for especially German Shepherds. German Shepherds are dogs that need an alpha, need a primary owner, and if they don't, and if they keep getting kind of thrown around between different owners, and they don't kind of have their one owner, they get lost and confused, and they're not happy dogs when they don't have that one person in their life that they have to serve.
Look how this story is kind of sickening to me.
So
NPR,
sad.
the Bidens say hello to new puppy Commander, and Major is off to a new home.
Horrible.
And then they have this tweet, meet the newest Biden. Welcome home, Commander. It's just like they threw out one dog and bought another one of the same breed.
Yeah.
It's just
That's exactly
dark,
what
man.
happened.
Well, that's how Joe Biden will treat you as an American. That's right.
No, wait. It was
People are
right-
asking, did my dog bite Michael Mouse? No, that wasn't my dog. I trade my dog.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. When we were doing the Crazy Show, Michael had the thing on his face.
Yeah.
Because Nick's dog bit his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't know it
true.
was
And
Nick's
then
dog.
Nick's dog
Yeah.
bit my dog.
That's right. And ripped her face too.
Yeah. And
Oh my god.
But that's what is that? Is that a husky?
I think it's a shepherd mix of
Yeah, she's
some
a mix.
sort. But
Yo, you got to train your dogs, man.
absolutely.
People think this is a joke and you can get a puppy and Joe Biden's doing it again. How
Yep.
much you want to bet Commander goes off and bites somebody in 6 months?
Absolutely.
I'm going to place money on that. And I think part of the reason that Major wasn't happy with Joe Biden was because he's a terrible leader. And it turns out that he actually is for the rest of the country as well. But he probably didn't respect him as the alpha.
But
Well,
What if
with
it-
Germans, with German Shepherds, you need an alpha.
Right,
You need someone who's
exactly.
confident, because if the German Shepherd sees that you're not confident,
Like, I
they're
got
gonna
this.
try to walk
Yeah.
all over you. Like Atlas challenges me, my dog challenges me all the time. I'm like, no, you're not gonna get away with this. It's not gonna work here. But if I kind of let loose and don't train her and don't do the proper work with her, she's not going to obviously be a good dog, and she's going to be disrespectful. And obviously Biden doesn't have time to raise a dog right now, so there's no way that German Shepherd is going to be raised properly. And then, as you mentioned, Tim, German Shepherds are very much like wolves. And I had a dog trainer say, if you want to understand German Shepherds, just watch documentaries about wolves.
Wow.
And I did, and there's a huge learning curve. Fascinating animals, but again, it's just like anything. They also have a potential to be very dangerous. You need to be responsible for it. People are going to get hurt. Dogs are going to get hurt. Stop
not-
being a jerk.
It's not just that. It's take responsibility for the animals you have. You know what I mean? Like if you get a dog, that's your problem. You got to figure it out. But Joe Biden clearly got the dog as a prop. That's the thing.
I hate that.
Well, you mentioned that
hate
maybe like how he treated the former Biden dog is how he's going to treat us. What if it's not? Maybe we're looking at this sideways here. What if he's actually worried? It's not about controlling where the dog is. It's about the dog's safety. That's why he rehomed it.
Sure.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
about
it
safety.
for sure. Yeah.
Maybe
Not control.
We
he
do
could
need
get,
to be secure. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe he could get some pugs and teach them how to do the black power paw.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. I would love that.
Well, thank you.
that'd be
Dankula
awesome.
did that,
Yeah,
right?
Dankula.
Well, it was a little bit more severe than the black power paw.
No, he did.
Well,
The
he
black-
did a second
he has a
iteration.
black
Oh, it
pug.
was okay.
And
Yeah.
and that video was way funnier than the first
It
one.
was
Oh, okay,
amazing.
gotcha.
So
I
he-
haven't
he-
watched it yet, but I need to watch that.
You
one.
haven't
So
seen
good.
it, dude?
No.
It's
Oh,
actually
no. I saw that.
I
It's
seen the
now.
first one.
Yeah.
I got him in trouble.
Yeah.
So the second one he did is like he's he's got the teaching the dog or whatever. When all of a sudden he has a knock on the door and he's like oh crap, it's the Labor Party, and then he like has to hide a bunch of
Hide all
books.
those books.
One of the book he has to hide is the Torah
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
because
You know.
they're anti-Semites.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's funny.
I think this is an example of it's a combination of callousness, irresponsibility, and I think it exemplifies a lot about what like the Biden administration has been in terms of their like what's the right word I'm trying to think of? Just like their capacity. You know what I mean? Like Biden, I don't think if he was running against anybody else would ever win.
Right.
But because there were so many people who didn't like Trump, people were like, I'll take whatever I can get. The corporeal form, they called it.
Right.
Well, what do you get with that? You get weak leadership, you get callousness, you get lazy behavior, and you're gonna get Joe Biden half measures.
And you're gonna get a whole bunch of people bit and hurt.
That's right.
And
Poor
a whole bunch
dogs.
of dogs that don't have a true owner and have a horrible life.
Should we get like one of those pools where you like put dates and then we figure out like how long the dog's gonna last,
Yeah.
and everyone can buy a square and we'll be like, this is gonna last 3 months.
Yep.
This dog's gonna become at 6 months, and they're gonna be like, oh look, Joe Biden. What was the story about him in the bathtub? the shower or whatever? He slipped.
Well, I mean, who
Oh,
knows
he broke
what the
his foot or something, right?
Yeah, he liked it. The story was so bizarre. Like I can't remember all the details, but basically, they said that he was trying to pet the dog after a shower, and he fell down and he hurt himself. None of it added up, and it all created really horrifying imagery that I won't forget.
So
Yeah,
weird.
it's terrible.
Some people said it was a cover-up for a bigger medical procedure dealing with his brain and aneurysms, and that's why
Right.
he had this cover story that was so elaborative that didn't make any sense at all.
So weird.
Yeah, but what's the evidence for that?
A lot of speculation and theories, and the fact that he also has very serious injuries still within his head. I believe it's correct me if I'm wrong. Metal stints, 2 metal stints in his head.
Yeah, he had 2. What do you have? Aneurysms or something?
Yeah, I had
Yeah, but this was
aneurysms.
like decades and decades ago. So
Well, yeah, but it's
there
still
could
there.
be some. Yeah, it needs to be checked up on. There needs to be some very serious procedures that people need to take that's associated with that. And
You think Joe Biden gets blood infusions from children?
Probably.
Yeah, that's
Looks like,
basic
yeah.
stuff. It's probably even bigger than that.
Well, so I mean, I bring that up because I know it'll be very triggering to a lot of people on the left. They're going to be like, "Oh, don't say that. That's conspiracy." But we know a lot of rich people and powerful individuals. They
actually do
get
that.
blood transfusions from young people, and so like a lot of these billionaires actually hire bodybuilders to like just go to the gym and be a gym rat, eat healthy, and then once every 2 weeks they get a blood infusion from their
not
bodies
just
or whatever.
blood, but also fecal matter. There's also
Yeah,
people.
There's a South Park episode about that.
Exactly.
The
so,
spice.
Real thing.
And there is science behind that that blood kind of therapy that is implemented in some parts of Mexico already, and there are a lot of billionaires financing more scientific discoveries and studies into that. And it wouldn't surprise me. We don't have any kind of evidence. It's kind of circumstantial to kind of allude that this could be happening, but there's some probability that yes, that's probably what's going on there. That's probably what's going on with Henry Kissinger and a whole bunch of other stuff that they're getting that gives them life extension technology and allows them to live all the way up until the 80s and 90s. And I mean, David Rockefeller was 101.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. If you want to watch live, you can check out this channel Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Now, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and if you want more unfiltered and uncensored content with all of these guests, go to timcast.com and become a member. All of these guests you know and love in exclusive segments on our website where we are unrestricted in what we talk about, so you'll definitely not want to miss it. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you all next time.